It's Wednesday night, y'all, and we all know what that means. Roll Tide. Take it away, Connor.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We are here for our AEW Dynamite live reaction. Dynamite should be really good tonight. It's a history-making night. Tonight is the final appearance ever by Sting on AEW Dynamite. He still has one more appearance to go after tonight at AEW Revolution, which will be his last match ever. But his last match, tonight is his last appearance on Dynamite ever. His last match on Dynamite was when he won the tag titles with Darby.
He hasn't been seen since. He won the tag titles.
After he won the tag titles, he was attacked by the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks beat up his sons, who will possibly be, they might be there tonight. Won the tag titles, he was attacked by the Young Bucks.
Right. And and tonight, Siren's back on.
Hi.
Damn, we got 30 people in here.
Hi.
Well, as I was saying, they are in Huntsville, Alabama tonight, which is 3 hours from where me and Connor are.
Yeah, it's not. This arena is a very. Are they at the Von Braun Center?
They were there during AEW House Rules last year.
The Von Braun Center, they've been there before. It's a very historic arena. That's where the very first TNA show was at, the Von Braun Center.
That's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
If anyone knows, they're at the Von Braun Center. AEW's been to the Von Braun Center before. Yeah, Hangman's not right. He's not even injured. They said that he was going to be out because of a personal issue. So he's either starting up that bullcrap up again, or he's got a serious family emergency or something. But he is known not to want to put other wrestlers over. So.
And by the way, though, if anyone out there who are watching right now, how'd you guys like my introduction when I said "Roll Tide"?
Good. If anyone hasn't seen the AEW Daily with Chris, go check it out. I really like the opening to that. It was really funny.
I'm super stoked.
Go ahead and announce you're not going to wrestle at Revolution. You're a coward. You already knew you were going to lose. Just forfeit. Never come back. No, I don't mean that. I like Hangman. I want to see him wrestle, but he's not one of my favorites.
He's definitely not my favorite, but he is growing on me, and I have been loving him a little bit more and more as time goes on.
Hangman's
I can explain my AZ Daily well, but I'll wait till this segment is over.
You're not actually injured. Dave Meltzer you already looked at Dave Meltzer. He already said it.
Winning the World Championship in 2021.
Yeah, you did.
I like to think of that
Lucky to be there.
Of my career, and that's why it hurts so much.
Most definitely is his biggest accomplishment in his career. Most long world titles ever won in his career, so possibly might be the last.
Hi, King. Hi, Square. Hi, Devin.
Hangman. I thought you said that your boss was the people.
Hi, Fox.
You said that at the AEW press conference when AEW first started.
Hey, Ryan.
So I'm not going to apologize to Swerve. I'm not going to apologize to Samoa Joe.
You're not actually.
But I will tell you, because I need to tell you the truth. I'm always honest with you.
If you're going to tell us the truth, then tell us you're really not hurt. No rematch. He gets no rematch. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Swear's coming out.
Oh,
He does not look
boy.
impressed.
Hangman's chickening out.
So great.
He-
Swerve Strickland's probably gonna say some stuff and all that. I'm not a big fan of Swerve Strickland. I'm not even a fan of Prince Nana or his dance.
Down. There, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, we like you too, Ron.
Whose house is it? It's technically Samoa Joe's house.
It is.
Yeah.
I think so.
He's the world champion, so.
Doesn't remind me. I can't tell whose house it is first.
The world champions.
I'll agree with that. But
Whoever's
that's
the world,
always go.
whoever is the world champion owns the house. Well, technically Tony Khan owns the house, but he's not. Well, wrestler-wise.
I have seen him do a cutter. It was so amazing. He was so cheesy.
I do want to explain my actions on why I didn't show up last week. I'll explain them as soon as the segment is over, too.
I didn't really expect this to happen. I targeted you
Would you?
to accomplish your purpose. And to say that I didn't have the utmost respect of that would just be a flat out. But you suffered this unfortunate fate.
You're not actually
Funny
injured.
thing about fate,
Your buddy Dave Meltzer already said you weren't actually injured. It's a personal issue. So what's the personal issue?
and my destiny awaits me.
I agree with you, Swerve. He is just house sitting until MJF gets home.
Don't remind me. Well, you know.
Oh, here comes
Missed you, Chris.
the world champion. I wonder how long they knew that he was going to be. I hope so too, Devin. I hope he wins that Revolution.
Destiny. You boys are out here talking about destiny. Now, what do we have here? It seems two of the most bitter enemies that are out here trying to hug it out. You know, a lot of lies being told out here, so allow me to correct them and give this audience a few truths.
At 30 people in here, we've hit a record. Well, we just had 32, so 32 is our all-time record now, as far as I know.
Thank you so much.
Good thing everybody likes us, though. And we're almost on our number 30 AZ Daily.
Heck yes.
And secondly, though I don't quite understand the little dynamic here, whether you're in or not, Hangman, or should I call you Hopalong?
Ooh!
Young, hungry championship contenders. That's ridiculous. You both are battle-tested, battle-hard warriors in that ring. And there's nothing new about you.
I always feel bad whenever they drop a mic. Like, those are so expensive.
But what you need to realize is the only reason you're hungry is because of me, because I'm starving your ass. And as long as I got this championship, there ain't gonna be any more meals come dinner time. So let me explain to you who I am and what you really need to be worried about, Swerve. I'm Samoa Joe. I'm the AEW World Champion. And whether it's one of you or both you come Revolution, I'm gonna win both your asses. Now you wait a damn minute,
Maybe
there, Joe.
my back turned to Hangman for an abnormally long time. I feel uncomfortable. Does anybody else feel uncomfortable?
They're going after the world championship. But make no mistake about it, I am that same man that broke into a wrestling school and left an 18-year-old child laying in a bloody heap. I am that same man that trespassed in another man's home and threatened his infant child. I'll do whatever it takes to become champion. I'm not
Oh.
only a career maker, I am a career changer. And after I take that championship from you, you're not going to know what to do with yourself. Hell, you might want to go back to commentary wearing a poncho again. Who knows? I am on the verge of making history. In this Sunday Revolution, I will become AEW World Champion. Whose house? Whose house?
Uh-oh.
No one tells me I'm not head up yet.
He's not angry. You son of a bitch.
You stop that right now, arm hair. You do not stand up for Adam Page. That
So
is
is he
not
really
what we do in
injured?
this house.
Is he injured or not injured?
I
But
don't think
technically, you're not injured because you're walking on your freaking knee. You really
Oh,
were
yeah, he's
injured.
definitely not injured.
Not injuries. It's just a setup.
Oh, 100%. Shame.
Did you say I will be champion?
Know who's heel and who's
He
fake.
did.
So the match is still on. So see, this is why I don't trust Dave Meltzer. Someone was trying to argue with me the other day that Dave Meltzer is a credible source.
What a solid sell. He even left like a little drool spot on the mat. Like, just amazing.
Like the way you believe Dave Meltzer is everything he says. You believe the opposite. So if he says that someone's going to be there, they're not going to be there.
Makes
Like
sense.
that's what you got. He said that there's going to be surprises at the Elimination Chamber. There was no surprises. He said William Regal was in bad health, and then William Regal came back on social media and said, "Don't believe anyone else." You can't believe that stupid old man. I'm really looking forward to this match. Eddie Kingston FTR versus BCC.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Kingston FTR has never teamed up.
That can be a solid team up. Woo, my boys.
Raw Spurs all beat tonight.
Is that a pink suit?
Things on Dynamite. I wonder if we see Ric Flair again. The Meltzer driver, yeah, that's the only good thing that comes out of the Meltzer name. This is gonna be Ric Flair because he came out in this same type of tweet.
Oh no.
No, it's
Renee looks so good tonight.
but technically that's the same vehicle that Ric Flair was in last week, so maybe they're sharing vehicles now.
I hope good. I can't stand. I mean, I know it's storyline, but ugh.
Sting should have been behind that door. It's like when they opened the door, he should have been right there with the baseball bat.
I mean, it's a touch base, right?
Match against him and Darby Allin for the AEW Tag Team Championships this Sunday at Revolution. But listen, last time I saw you guys, seemed like you're having a business meeting with Ric Flair. Do you guys care to tell us anything about what happened there?
There'll be something that would and that's all I'll say about that. Renee, you mentioned Sting. Let me ask you something.
I don't know, it's pretty dark over there.
You guys so far.
Okay.
Normally, if no one's seen Sting, then something big's gonna happen. That's what happened in WCW. Flying from the raft. It's kind of tonight that they do a scene kind of like with WCW, like when Sting was in the rafters and stuff. Something really iconic for his last Dynamite appearance.
I'm so stoked to see what they do.
Uh-oh.
A staple gun and barbed wire chair is used during the triple threat match. Yeah, we were talking about that last night, and there's going to definitely be something extra to the match. If anyone's seen Hangman's first two matches, they definitely not just a normal match.
Well,
There's blood everywhere. There was blood everywhere.
yeah. Well, anyway, two things. in my view, since we're on commercial. First off, the reason why I didn't came on last week is because I have some, let's just say, emotionally stressed out about a very familiar father figure who's been urging in my head for a while.
I get that.
And I can't take it with him.
Very prominent too last week. Wait, what's
And
that?
also, so go ahead.
Sorry, I'm just trying to remember the match cards now.
And also the AEW Daily. Have you guys ever seen Sting's final Nitro appearance? Where he says, "Surprise, surprise! We're gonna settle it for all."
I haven't seen much of this Nitro. The only thing I've seen is Ric Flair and who did Ric Flair go against in the last ever Nitro match?
I will remember.
We was Ric Flair and
Sting.
Was
Yes,
it really?
Flair and Sting on the last Nitro.
I know Booker T was on that show. Booker T was the world champion.
Scott Steiner.
It was kind of sad because their last show was actually really good. And then Sting went off into the sunset.
So
actually, been like thinking myself, if I ever won the lottery or something, and save it up and try to convince TKO to let me buy WCW rights to it.
Right.
And then I'd bring it back.
It's the dream.
Still, that's what I did with the AZ Daily, though. You know, I did a room edition of the last Nitro to Sting's last Dynamite. So, yeah, that's what I did. I'll say it again live on this podcast. It's showtime, folks.
Ric Flair under 10 minutes on Nitro.
Yeah, I remember it's about 7 minutes and 1 second. That match between Ric Flair and Sting on the last Nitro. And to answer your question, King Courtesy, I do not miss him at all.
He really does.
Yeah, I should do that tonight.
Welcome back to AEW Dynamite live on TBS. We still have
Very good. I'm not even caught up yet. I wonder if he'll be in the rafters. I don't know I don't know if I see any rafters in there.
This is gonna be so good. Ooh, the long walk in, of course. I'm always shocked that my dog doesn't like, you know.
Wait for last match of the wrestler. One of my favorites still hasn't had their last match, really. The Undertaker, I wish he would have had a better last match. Going against AJ Styles, but it really wasn't really a match. It was a cinematic match. I'll probably answer that question in 10 years. A lot of my favorites still hasn't had their last match. What was Hulk Hogan's last match?
I think it was in a tag team match with him, or I think it was against Sting back in
TNA.
Yeah, back in TNA about in 2011. That's the last match I know of. But I do remember his last leg drop before he had knee surgeries was supposedly against Jerry Lawler, but instead replaced by No More BS Paul White.
I guess if I had to say anyone, Terry Funk, because I was there for it. Terry Funk and Jerry Lawler.
Do you think that'll be replaced by Sting's last match, depending?
Possibly.
You're like,
yeah.
Possibly, maybe.
Possibly, yeah. Sting wins, maybe.
And to answer your question, Connor, The Undertaker's last match before he was retired was against AJ Styles in a Boneyard match.
Yeah, it wasn't really a match. It was a cinematic.
I know, but it was also during the pandemic era, the beginning of the pandemic era.
I kind of hope it's probably not going to happen, but WWE tries to get Sting for one match and to go against The Undertaker. That's the only match that both of those two have never. Like that's the one match that we've been robbed of so many years. Sting versus The Undertaker, like that's such a dream match. But I don't
Isn't
think
it
we'll ever
crazy how
get
you
it.
think of like some people who just never had matches in all of the time that they've been wrestling, but they've been active for so long and it's just never happened?
Yeah, those two have never crossed paths. Like never, ever, ever.
Right? Like what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want to see Sting and Undertaker now.
Sting doesn't even want to wrestle singles matches, so he probably wouldn't even do it.
And how is John Moxley and Eddie Kingston gonna? I mean, they're on opposite corners and they are best friends for a long time.
Solid pick, King.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was also the day after my birthday during the pandemic era.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, the day after, which is on October 7, 2020. And it was in a dog collar match.
Yes, it was.
And that was also, if I remember correctly, that was also the very first dog collar match officially in AEW.
Darn
I
right.
think Hammer Valentine was there too.
I love your brain. It's full of so many awesome facts, Chris. Yeah, let's go, Eddie. Hi, Mr. Moxley. Is your name being called?
And one of them's going to get the tag. I think it's Brian Danielson. He's going to make a tag. I just know he's going to make a tag. He's going to make a tag. He's going to make a tag.
Look how they're letting us have to breathe a little bit. Tonight feels like everything's getting a fair share of time. Sometimes I do.
There it is.
Tight on Claudio. Speaking of Claudio, he's going to AEW Fight Forever next Wednesday.
Oh, freaking awesome.
I believe.
Fight Forever?
Yep, he's coming, and there's some other stuff that comes with his thing. So Jamie Hayter will come in April.
And since they're in Huntsville tonight, and if anyone else that hasn't noticed, I'll be in Huntsville around next month for the Huntsville Comic Expo. I think it's taking place in that arena that day or next door to it.
Oh, really? I know Steve Burns is going to be there. Are you going to meet Steve Burns?
Yeah, I even got a paint. Yeah, a friend of mine did a painting though. I'm going to show it, but I want to make sure if that's all right with you.
Yeah.
Be right back.
I'm assuming Earl did it.
That was nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That was some good wrestling between Dax and Daniel. Danielson, sorry.
Well, anyway. Also, Earl did another picture of a Star Trek character, Sulu.
I haven't made my post yet, but I'm fixing to about Tony Khan about them bringing back the soft brand split. And the people that should headline Collision, I feel like, is Christian and Edge. Like their story could be like a main event story.
Oh, it definitely could.
So Collision, like the TNT Championship would basically be the world title of Collision, because the World Championship isn't even on Collision really. So the main five, I guess, Edge, Christian, Bryan Danielson, and FTR being the headline stars. Well, male talent, and then for female, us basically be the. Because I feel like when Mercedes Moné comes to AEW, she's going to be mainly on Dynamite. So was Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm. So Collision, the top women would probably be Julia Hart, Thunder Rosa, Serena Deeb, Willow, Statlander.
Agreed. I would not mind a Dax Harwood and MJF match either, mostly because that means that MJF is back at AEW, and I'm all for that. I also cannot wait to see Sky Blue's butt.
Yeah, Sky Blue will be on Copeland. Copeland can get that. Yeah, that's what I was really Danielson or PCC.
Yes.
I think
Sorry
that
I
would
am
be great.
late.
No,
Good
you're
to see
good.
Welcome,
everybody.
Mr. Jacob. Oh, wait, no. Oh, never mind. I lied to you.
Am I who?
All I heard was a voice for a second, and I was like, what? But that's not. Never mind.
It's just got really changed. Really Adam Copeland or Brian Danielson, both of them are pretty big stars. So, Miss Jimmy Hayter, both the she'll be returning at Revolution. Jimmy Hayter will.
I hope so.
She is. She'll be there. But speaking of MJF, AEW is set to have another new pay-per-view in April. It is titled AEW Dynasty, and MJF had a faction in MLW called the Dynasty. It was MJF, Alexander Hammerstone, and Richard Holiday. So I thought that was interesting. This new pay-per-view is supposed to be in April. So possibly MJF make his return. I don't think he is. I think it's a little bit too soon for him to come back.
Pretty soon.
But they're having another pay-per-view, AEW Dynasty.
Hey, I was running some matches for my EFED. I'm sorry, that's why I'm late. It got tied up. We were doing a memorial for Mike Jones Virgil tonight, Memorial Rumble. And what did I miss here on Dynamite? I just tuned in and I'm like, no, and I'm recording it, so I'm going to go back and watch it. But what did I miss?
So they Hangman came out and did his mic thing. He first acted like he wasn't going to be wrestling at Revolution, and then, well, he was faking his injury and then attack swerve, so he is wrestling.
Okay.
And then the Young Bucks had a promo or something, and then now we're here with the 6-man match.
Okay. So Young Bucks were just like talking trash to Darby and Sting, pretty much.
They were with Renee, and they said they were going to go look for Sting to have his exit interview, and they had bats. I'm very excited.
Oh, wow.
Have we met before, Michael? Have you been on this podcast before?
Just last week was my first time.
Well, sorry I wasn't on here last week. I just had emotionally stressed out about Christian Cage being TNT champion. I can't take it with him.
You're
But nice
not
to
a
meet
Christian
ya.
Cage fan?
I'm not a Christian Cage fan, but still nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Christian Cage is the greatest patriarch of all time. He's the father of the year.
Captain
Oh, don't remind me.
Captain Charisma.
That's
All he does is doesn't show up on TV a lot.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Speaking of Christian Cage, I need to take him off my background.
He always has help. He always has backup. And as he says, he wants to be TNT champion now and forever until AEW dies.
Yes.
I think he should. I think he should be TNT champion forever.
Yes.
Don't remind me.
The only way they can vacate the title when he dies. Well, no, they can just bury him with the title. They can just.
He would want it that way.
Yeah. The forever TNT champion. No one can be TNT champion.
Oh, Cassidy's fighting Nick Wayne tonight. Let's go.
We got OC against the Prodigy tonight.
Yes.
Oh, I mean the Prodigy, Nick Wayne. My bad.
Christian
There's my
Cage
girl, Sky Blue.
Christian Cage family's gonna add another title tonight.
I hope.
Probably. Most
I
definitely
hope.
not. Probably not.
That'd be so awesome. I know he
That's
won't
the-
because Roddy's got to win that at Revolution.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Oh, boy.
Cash Wheeler, a lot of people prefer Dax Harwood in singles, but Cash Wheeler is actually pretty good too in singles. I remember that one time.
So that's a first.
I remember that one time Dax and Cash had a singles match against each other.
Really?
Yeah, it was
For a tournament
2022.
or something?
Yeah, I believe it was the Owen Hart, first ever Owen Hart tournament.
Oh, who won?
The tournament?
No, who won between Dax and Cash?
Oh, Dax won. Oh, that was good. Like if Cash Wheeler ever gets injured and is out for a long period of time, I like to see Dax Harwood go on a singles run and win the TNT title or. Ooh, wow. Dax Harwood's pulling out all the stops tonight.
What? Here's another question though. What is? I mean, I know we're talking the same subject.
Oh yeah, come on. Sorry, I
We have
want
a
to see
Meat
Eddie.
Madness match
Daniels,
anyway,
get in here.
coming up soon.
Well,
I do not.
I hope Jericho's left off the card personally, but it looks like he's gonna probably find a way into the card tonight. But the Meat Madness match they scrapped.
Yeah, I'm upset about that actually.
Tony Khan said that there was injuries or whatever. I don't know who would be injured because Lance Archer's not injured. Hobbs isn't injured. The only one that
Did they cancel a match?
yeah, and they replaced it with an All-Star Scramble match, whatever that's going to be. But they could have still done it, but just taken out who was because they still have some big guys who are available, like Preston Vance. Luchasaurus isn't wrestling on the pay-per-view, and he's cleared. Miro. So they have people that they could have used, and they could have still done
Miro
it.
would've
But
been cool.
I feel like Wardlow isn't cleared, and that's the reason that because Wardlow is probably going to win that. And hopefully they still actually do that match, because sometimes when they cancel matches, they don't redo them like the exact same way.
Right.
Kind of like the first Blood and Guts. They still did it, but just not the Elite versus the Inner Circle. But that was because of COVID. That was not because I wanted to cancel it, but
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see who's going to be in that scramble match. I hope that Lance Archer, if he's cleared, he could have been injured. I don't know, but if he is cleared, I hope they still use him in that All-Star Scramble match.
Right? He's been getting a little bit more TV time lately. Like, it'd be really nice to see him.
He's
believe
been
he's gonna
fighting
be
a
on-
lot in New Japan recently too. He's getting a lot of action.
I believe he's going to be on Rampage this Friday. Could be wrong.
Awesome. So Lance Archer's already poking at Will Ospreay and posts and stuff, so that's nice. Hopefully we'll see some of that.
Oh yeah.
My one hope for Ospreay, well, he's really good friends with Kip Sabian. They tagged together years ago and they wrestled against each other. So I'm hoping that he's a possible reason for Kip Sabian to get some wins. I like Kip Sabian. I watched AEW since day one, and he's always been one of my favorites. I've always saw. I know people are, some people aren't going to see this, but I see a world champion in Kip Sabian if it's booked right.
Who were they trying to feud him with recently? Like about a month ago. Weren't they trying to bring him some action a little bit? Or was that maybe in Ring of Honor?
I know he was on Rampage one time. He cut a promo, and
yeah.
Maybe it was Mark Briscoe who came out.
Yeah, I think it was Briscoe or somebody. They were trying to do something. It seemed like they were going to lay it into a feud, and then it kind of fizzled out or something. I don't know.
No, he's
exciting to watch. He really is.
Yeah, he's really good on the mic he's a really good heel actually, but hopefully they Rampage is the perfect place for him to get mic time, and get some singles matches, and hopefully we
I
get
missed
this
the Black.
series this year.
Did you guys see what they're going to do with Dalton Castle tomorrow night? Ring of Honor?
Dalton Castle and Johnny TV.
Yes, they're fighting for control of the boys.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
It
I'm gonna
is.
watch the hell out of that.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you watch Ring of Honor too?
I mean, until just now, I thought I was the only consistent Ring of Honor watcher in the group.
That's how I feel. Oh, there's another one now.
Yes, indeedy, fantastic.
I love
I
Ring of
watch,
Honor.
Like, I used to watch Ring of Honor, the new version, every week, but then I kind of fizzled out of it. But I still know what's going on to an extent. Like, even with some wrestling matches, I don't really watch weekly, but I know what's going on. Like, I know Athena and Nyla Rose just they had a pretty good feud.
Oh,
was
yeah.
actually super fun.
Like, they have no one. Well, Camilla Brickhouse, I feel like she's going to sign with AEW, and she could be the one to beat Athena.
Okay.
Which Athena's like literally out there building herself opponents and having people brought in to fight her because she's ran that women's division for so long. But she's such a great champ. Like, she really is.
Oh, I also thought, like when I was talking about the South brand split, Athena being featured on Collision. Because on Dynamite, Mercedes, Britt Baker, JP Hayter, Soraya, all the big names are going to be taking up a lot of time. So Athena on Collision would be pretty cool. That was an interesting choice of move. The diving headbutt.
It's awesome. Back of the head. Come on. Ugh.
We almost got one of those like little suntan lotion bottle pictures of Dax's butt just there.
There's actually a sign.
Match.
There's a sign in the crowd
That
says I peed in my pants 30 years ago for Sting. And that shows a picture of him as a child. I kind of hope the BCC win tonight, so then FTR wins the review.
Yes.
Ooh. Really good drops by.
Oh.
See the cut marks on Eddie's back?
That's awesome. Yes, indeed, we do. Some of them are pretty dark. You're holding some stress and tension there, bud.
Yeah.
Oh!
Eddie looks huge today. I don't know why. I guess Bryan Danielson's little guy.
Moxley's defeated every. Has Kingston defeated Moxley before?
Yeah, he did just recently, didn't he?
Was it at World's End?
It was at something. So I remember they fought. He was saying like you were like a mentor to me and that stuff. And
so Kingston's beat every member of the Blackpool Combat Club except Danielson.
I think so.
Sucks.
Yeah, because he didn't beat him in the tournament at all, did he?
I think he went against Moxley in the finals of the Continental Classic at World's End.
Oh boy!
And then he beat Claudio at a Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Now I already know he's beaten Buayuda.
He fought Danielson in the Grand Slam too, because I think I was there for that match. That was in Erie, PA. I'm pretty sure.
At least they protected that move for once.
I love FTR's like tag moves, like the moves that they do together.
Yeah, they're really good. Clothesline.
This is so awesome.
Uh-oh. What we got here?
No.
Oh,
Oh, close. That would have been it if Moxley and Claudio didn't break that up.
I know. Thank goodness.
oh.
Yet again, I think we're looking at matches tonight again. I wonder if this goes to a time limit draw, like last week. Maybe something like that.
What was it? A 30-minute time limit?
Yeah, last week it was a time limit draw with FTR and BCC. Will Ospreay is next.
Oh wow. Yeah, he's got to get away from the Callis family, like right away.
Yeah, hopefully he runs at Revolution and they kind of goes on his own.
Yes, that's not a good fit for him, you know.
If Will Ospreay is going to be in any faction, it should be Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, and Mark Davis, United Empire.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be sweet.
I like to see them as trios champions in AEW.
Oh, that'd be great. They could feud with Bullet Club.
Yeah, that would be good. United Empire versus Bullet Club Gold.
Yep.
Mark Davis should be back. He was on the Jericho Cruise Wrestling, so.
Did you watch the Bullet Club War Dogs versus United Empire in the cage, 5-on-5?
Yeah, I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. You know, it was kind of getting a push into AEW, and then they just kind of slunk back into Ring of Honor or the Righteous.
Yeah, they were.
Don't even get me started on the Righteous. I'm so mad about all of the storylines. I'm so worried. Like, are they hard to work with, or do people just drop their storylines out of nowhere? Like, what's going on? Because they've started so many storylines, and the Righteous is such an awesome group, and they have such great potential for great storylines. Sorry.
And they went like undefeated for quite a while too. They were
And
just
they brought
kicking
back
ass.
Stu Grayson, and they had the whole thing with Dark Order. So good.
That's something that Tony Khan does a lot. Like not just the Righteous, like they'll start something and then they'll do nothing with it.
Well, I think they thought
though that
like,
the Righteous was like the whole mastermind behind the entire devil thing. Like they came in, their promo that they cut was like, "You guys have no idea what's going on or who's pulling the strings,"
right.
And it was like, "Ooh, what?" And that was supposed to be like a big twist, and it was just like dead.
Oh, dodge the back fist.
You gotta be careful with that. You know, WWE owns the rights to that. Could be seen in the cease letter in Bryan Danielson's mailbox.
I know. I
He
was
said
thinking that too. He's been doing a lot lately, more and more, you know. And he's going hard on Eddie.
This might be it. Might put him to sleep.
No, that was absolutely awful. Who earns? It's a great match. I just did not like the ending.
So now CM Punk and Danielson has put Eddie Kingston to sleep.
Oh, he put him to sleep.
Oh, this is good. So because FTR and Eddie Kingston has more of a shot of winning at the pay-per-view now.
Valid.
You win tonight and you lose at the pay-per-view, Moxley.
Well, and I mean, since it's like a, trios match, it's
What?
like
You were doing a Hulk Hogan.
That's awesome.
He did the Hulk Hogan. I don't know if that was what he was going for, but
Claudio's awesome too, man.
I think Eddie Kingston got his mouth bleeding.
Wow.
You notice that the only people with hair in this match is Danielson and Kingston, really?
Yeah.
And like
Moxley,
Danielson has so much.
Moxley's basically bald.
Guy-
Well, Cash Wheeler, he's got hair.
Wait, Cash has one of those little rat tails too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he does.
I am not a fan of that hairstyle on men, and I don't know why. I've seen it on ladies, and I'm like, all right, But on men,
What?
I'm like,
What, a rat tail or?
Well, like the mohawk rat tail kind of thing.
Oh,
Like, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't do
like
it
a
for
mohawk
me.
mullet type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I grew
I
up
don't
with
want
with a dad with 80s rocker hair that went down to his bum, so maybe that's it. I was just like
Yes.
preconditioned to have like gentlemen with long hair everywhere.
But they found some
Oh, yeah.
old footage of Jericho. He's
He's
going
actually
against
looking rather in shape.
this guy's son tonight. In this video, he went against his father in CMLL.
Oh, wow.
That's a funny joke thrown into the deep end because he's going against Atlantis. Ha
I wonder if he's the king of Atlanta.
ha.
Hey, what is up, everybody?
There's Mr. Jacobs. Now I don't feel like a jerk.
No.
Oh,
How's it going?
So
Going well.
Here, man.
So when AEW
Going well, going well. All right.
So when AEW started a streaming service up, they now own. I don't know when they have a streaming service, but now they own Chris Jericho CMLL matches because they had to have gotten the license to that somehow. So
That's true. They did put the footage up on air.
I do
Interesting.
know that they own some Owen Hart Japan matches. AEW does. They have the
Oh,
license.
really?
Yeah, they showed them when they first did the Owen Hart tournament. They showed like highlights of old Japan matches of Owen Hart, and even in Fight Forever, they have some pictures of Owen Hart from Japan.
Oh, sweet.
Since
So-
it's a commercial break, can we do a huge favor for me?
What's that?
Sure.
It's Lance Archer's birthday. Can we sing happy birthday to Lance Archer?
To Lance Archer, of course.
Lance Archer's birthday is today?
Or we can say happy birthday, Murder Hawk, because I feel like that's way cooler.
How old is Lance?
How old is
He's
he today,
47. Wow.
What?
Really?
He does
47?
47. That is a silver fox if I've ever seen one.
Happy birthday,
He
Lance.
did not look 47.
No, he does not.
He looks at least in his 30s.
Happy birthday to the murder hawk.
Standing on his head at
Happy
47.
birthday, Lance. Archer.
I hope he's still on the paper.
Guy looks great for 47, dude. I'm like,
Lance Archer's
jeez.
supposed to be in Memphis Wrestling in a couple of weeks.
I love him in ring. He's phenomenal.
I need to get him to sign that figure finally, once and for all. Every time he comes to town, I don't go. But the one time he did come, his figure was out. Like they always do. Like they brought Brian Cage so many times. I need to go and finally, once and for all, get him to sign that figure. But I've met Brian Cage tons of times, so.
I'm jello. I don't remember meeting any wrestlers. I've been within touching distance of a lot of wrestlers, but I was really little.
I've met a lot of wrestlers. I've met Lex Luger, Diamond Dallas Page, Goldberg.
I met Ultimo Dragon.
I met the late Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler's kid. I met you guys know I met Billy Gunn. I met Kevin.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I met Chris Benoit for a brief second a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, but he was landing in my dad's lap during a match. And so it was very brief interactions,
Well, that's cool. That's pretty
I've
cool.
met Brian Christopher so many times. Kind of like Jerry Lawler. I've met him so many times.
I met Matt Taven. He's really cool.
Yeah, we've had Matt Taven on here. He had him on for an interview one time.
Yeah, that's
What?
right.
He's a really nice guy.
Are we supposed to have another guest appearance, or or something?
Yeah, we have one March 13th for our Dynamite reaction. WCW star. He was WWE, ECW. He was even in AEW. He went against
Yeah.
Chris Jericho. I was about to say Ultimate Dragon, but Juventud Guerrero will be on here.
Groovy.
Whoa.
Groovy.
Wow.
I hope he speaks English because I don't know anything about Spanish.
He speaks English.
Yeah, he speaks English. Yeah.
I've never seen him speak English before. I mean,
I met him before. He speaks English.
the only
Yeah, I remember I met him a while back too. He was injured. He had something happened to his ankle, and he couldn't wrestle. He showed up to a show anyway. But
Yeah.
I met Hoovy. Yeah.
The only match I remember from Juventud Guerrero was him and Chris Jericho, not in AEW. This was in WCW for the Cruiserweight Champion or Juventud's Mask.
Plan on making a lot of guests this year, ECW, because we have Blue Meanie, ECW, Juventud Guerrero, ECW.
PWO for life.
2024, the year of ECW, here at All Elite Zone. I'm so stoked.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
Mr.
subscribe, folks. Make sure you subscribe. We got a lot coming.
Yeah, I'm so stoked, you guys. Don't forget to like and share and all that fun stuff too.
I hope they're done with the Jericho and Callis now. Since Will Ospreay's in AEW, hopefully they're done with that. Really, I wish Jericho would just go away for a few years.
Yeah.
Well, not for a few years. But...
I can see him doing stuff backstage, or
like, catering needs people to eat that food, so you can't let that food go to waste.
Dude, burn.
I'm pretty sure the catering's actually pretty good, because like some of those caterings and like WWE events and AEW, like I seen one time there was this guy who went backstage and like they actually had some pretty good food, like cheesecake and.
Cheesecake is delicious.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm not saying that in a joking way either, but people like me here really get into the catering. It's a good spot.
I knew she was gonna come up in this show.
Well, I'm gonna start hiding her in the back of our thumbnails and see if Connor can find her.
She
where's
It'll be like, where's Marina?
Where's Waldo? Yeah, exactly.
Like those people who make that food work hard. So, and Maria Shavir, she's not really good at her job. So, at least she could do something good for the company.
Damn, Connor, coming out with laser beams pointed.
I mean, you don't want the food to go to waste. I mean, they worked hard preparing that food. I mean, at least you could do something good for once.
Shots fired.
Some people like that. You have to take that as a positive in some way.
Yeah, I mean, people work hard for that food. Like, that's a lot of money spent. I mean, there's some people who are starving in other countries.
And it's great food they have at that catering, too. I've seen what they have.
Yeah, stay there. Don't come out of it. Like, if I was over, I'd have a special seat for Rena Shavir. I'd have her name on the chair. Oh, for her, stay there. Don't leave.
What is this?
I need to go tell Simon to start from right cloth for match for career Ripley.
I am so athletic, my guy. I may have lost a lot of weight, but that does not mean I have any muscle mass whatsoever. He's right there.
The gun's out.
It's so little. At least it's not concave anymore, so that's a win.
Oh no. Oh no, not the Last Supper. Not that Last Supper again.
No one likes this.
I don't like that either. It's just I don't know. It makes you feel some type of way. I don't know. It's just off-putting.
He is a disgrace to religious. I'll give you that.
I've never
It
looked
is
at
blasphemous. I'll give
Did
you
he give
that.
himself hair?
He gave
My
himself
grandparents
hair.
would not like it to see that.
Of course, he was gonna make his own likeness. He's gonna give himself hair. That makes
I
sense.
don't know. The other
If
guy
I
has
ever-
hair.
If I ever
Why-
showed this
why
to my
not?
grandparents, they would not be happy.
There's nothing I like.
I agree with you on that one. My grandma would hate this.
There's nothing I like more.
See, they're going to hell.
Don Callis thinks that he gets the same heat as Dominic Mysterio.
That's a bunch of BS to Don Callis. No offense to Cyrene, who's from Canada.
Yeah, he was in the painting. He's not even with the group anymore.
That I didn't even notice that. That's why is he in the painting still?
I'm gonna say that he's in the painting because AI apps like that are expensive.
Good point.
And who wants to remake the AI image? You already got one good one, and the fingers and hands look pretty good in that one.
Save some money. Why not?
And the hands. Anybody tried to make AI art before? Horrifying.
I've tried it. It's yes. I was gonna say it is scary.
Some of it comes out pretty weird. You're like, that's not what I had envisioned, but okay.
We don't talk bad by having a match of the year. We talk bad
You got like 15,000 people calling you an a-hole.
Don just has the most punchable face, though, man. You just
It really does. I think it's his nose.
The fans already punched him before. They whooped the
Yeah, I
brakes
remember
off him
that.
in Mexico. You got the
that was
brakes-
hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, you probably never forget that. He got whooped.
He's like
I don't know
some
if it-
security you have here.
against each other in practice. Then they come together and win championships. At the end of the day, guys, it doesn't matter if you wins at Revolution. The real winner after this match will be the Don Callis family.
Oh gosh.
Now shake hands, guys. This is
oh boy.
making. Shake hands. Now shake hands, guys. This is gonna be.
You sure? Are you sure Nakeshita can understand you?
This
That's a
is
hand.
great. Gal in the background, like, oh my god, please don't hit each other yet.
Somebody hit somebody.
They're not gonna have Ospreay talk at all. I mean, he talked for a little bit, but
It's just, oh, I just love it.
I really hope they don't put him in that faction. Like after,
Oh, I don't think they will.
like after
I don't think he
Revolution,
needs to be on one.
he doesn't need anybody. He doesn't need no one to talk for him. Like someone like Nakeshita does. He doesn't know how to talk. He doesn't. He's not really a person that can cut a promo,
Right.
or at least not yet.
I think he's working
Ospreay
on
can cut a
it.
promo.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
But someone like Ospreay does not need to be with. If he's going to be with anybody, it needs to be Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis, the United Empire. He doesn't need to be with the Don Callis family. No one
I
needs to be with the
agree.
Don Callis family, really. That's a group for people who are really bad in the ring, like Mina Shafir.
Well, I have the unpopular opinion of Hobbs. I don't like Hobbs. So, I mean,
At least he can wrestle more than like so many
I
people.
don't know, man. I
don't know.
get it.
Mina
Paul
Shafir.
White is a big man, and that was a tricky spot, but I don't trust him anymore.
At least he
Talking about
doesn't.
Don Callis.
At least he doesn't say we know him and then say we don't know him.
Yeah,
And
you
then
don't know me.
First he said you know me, and then you don't know me, and then
And then the violins play. What does she say? What the hell did she
when
say?
the violence,
When the violins play,
no,
what did she say? I can't even.
no one knows what the hell she said.
Oh god, that was horrible. The worst. Look at the white bat. That's hilarious. The counter stings black bat.
I love these EVP
Please tell me
characters. I love them so much.
Please tell me that's
Oh,
Randy
man.
Cutler with the camera and not the cameraman.
The funny thing is that the Young Bucks are just acting like how a lot of people think they are anyway.
It's brilliant.
Justin Robert.
Oh God! Somebody get those EVPs out of their throats.
Hey, I'd rather see the Young Bucks than Rey Mysterio.
A ballad.
I
I
mean,
love
the worst wrestler of all living time, like the dawn of time. I mean, when wrestling existed with cavemen, I mean, even they were better than Rey Mysterio.
I would imagine they would be though, because they had actual physical strength.
Rey Mysterio ain't got nothing.
Oh God! Not this! Not this! Please, anything but not this.
Brooke was here, actually
Oh,
built
that's
that ring and hit
cool.
it back. Lynch took it. Really? You actually
Oh,
put
cool.
the ring up for Dynamite tonight?
That is
Yeah, that's
so
true.
wonderful.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank
Well,
you for stepping in, Brooke.
Yeah, that was
well, looks like
that's
I
interesting.
guess Brooke was in Alabama tonight.
Super
Yeah,
jealous.
That's pretty sweet. Cool.
Well,
Did you
lucky
get to
him.
meet anybody?
Cassidy has sweet music.
That is a good song.
the local stage hand.
That's so awesome,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
That's cool, man.
It's one of the best jobs ever.
I would imagine.
Yeah. Hey, if you see the balls, Tony, well, never mind. I shouldn't say that.
Younger guys, they love Cassidy. I don't know why. My stepson, his favorite wrestler is Orange Cassidy too.
It's the gimmick
Yeah.
and the Canadian tuxedo.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a man dressed head to toe in denim? I mean, you know. I'm actually really excited about this match, though. I think both of them have a lot of, like, well, when Orange Cassidy really gets going, he has a lot of energy in the ring, and it should be really cool.
Yeah.
First,
Maybe.
the son of the year.
Didn't really see anyone yesterday when he was setting up everything.
Oh, Christian
Put
is
it
fucking
up.
Oh
awesome.
God! Oh God! Oh God! Get the cameras off of me! I can't take it.
Well, Brooke, you should totally subscribe to the channel and come back when we're live again. Was it tomorrow for Talking Elite? And let us know if you met anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely let us know.
Yeah, tell us
That's,
some stories.
That's really interesting that, like,
Yo,
you said, local stand channel. So do you just do the Alabama events, or do you do AEW? You do all the AEW events. Curious to know.
oh, I live in Ohio.
Well, wait, you're not Brooke, are you? Maybe.
We appreciate
you.
you
We
tuning
definitely
in, Brooks.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, we don't have time to pose, Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne needs some type of
Damn straight, Tony Schiavone. Damn straight.
That shirt is killing me, man.
Nick Wayne needs something different about him. He feels kind of like Action Andretti a little bit, that he's misplaced. Like they don't know what to do with him, so they just put him with the faction. Really,
He's
Yeah.
young, man. He's so young.
what they really should have done is that, like, they shouldn't have had him turn on Darby that quick, because not really many people know who Nick Wayne is. And when they brought him in, they portrayed him. Him and Darby was best friends basically. So they should have let that breathe for at least a year. Like have them team together for a year
Yeah.
and really get the fans to get to know him, and then maybe they go for the tag titles and lose, and then Nick Wayne turns on Darby. Like they just really rushed that whole thing. Like
They
I
really
always thought that was a weird decision.
they didn't let that. They didn't give that time to develop or anything. Like so that's what they did with Action Andretti. Like he beat Jericho, and then they didn't really do anything after it.
He should have just ran with the whole jobber thing. He had so much pop as just jobber.
But they got a lot of cool Sting shirts.
Those are pretty sweet.
Hopefully they have some of them saw at Revolution. Yeah, I do any event, concert, plays. I've done AEW about 3 times and WWE twice. That's awesome.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah.
Anytime shows in town, I get called. That's awesome. That's a really cool job to have. So
Yeah.
stuff like
Hello. That looks good. Bravo.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, that was.
What's up with the hearts on Nick Wayne? Is he trying to do some kind of Heartbreak Kid gimmick, or what's he doing?
He robbed Shawn Michaels' closet.
Yeah. I mean, what's with all the hearts, you know?
Like really, he looks like Will Ospreay a little bit in the face. Like
Yeah.
like if Will Ospreay, like they should really do a story that Will Ospreay had a son.
No.
The illegitimate son.
And him and mom got together a year ago. His dad actually still, his dad's actually still alive. He actually still has a father.
Ooh, ouch.
Wow.
Oh, that was nice.
Good job, Nick. You're a talented fellow.
He is a talent. I will say that.
Like even that roll through just was like so talented. The pop up after so fluid.
Nick Wayne deserves to be orange.
Oh wow, we just we gained 3 subscribers since the stream. So thank you to the 3 people who subscribed. I know we started it. We started the show tonight at 580. So the 3 people who subscribed, we just really appreciate you. Devin, who?
Oh, sorry. Well, go ahead.
Who do you all got? Sting, Darby, or Young Bucks? If you haven't already, check out our Easy Canada. We did our predictions of the entire card. Siren said Sting. I mean, the Young Bucks. I said Sting and Darby. Who do you got, Chris? You got the Young Bucks, or I feel like I know the answer to that, but.
There he goes again.
Oh, he's kind of sixth.
Who are you going for, Mr. Jacobs?
Oh man, honestly speaking, I'm more on the side of Sting and Darby.
Get him out of here!
I really want to see Sting and Darby get this win. I really do.
What about you, Michael?
I want Sting and Darby. However, it's going to be, I'm predicting now, the Young Bucks, and Ric Flair is going to interfere and do something.
Oh, I didn't think about Rick.
Oh, they stay out of there this time.
Because, I mean, Ric Flair is the one who didn't he cost Sting the belt like a long time ago or something like that? I can't remember. Or
decades ago, yeah. The world title.
he's gonna get revenge for it.
It depends on how tonight really ends. If Sting ends up looking tall, yeah, he's probably gonna lose.
I don't know. I think I really have a feeling that Flair's going to interfere and mess it up for him on his final match. It's part of the thing. I don't know.
Well, he's the dirtiest player in the game. So.
Like if they have Sting lose, I hope it's not the main event. Then I hope they just have the world title as the main event. Because the event really sold good only because it's Sting's final match. Like I sold 16,000. Like for Sting's last match, I wouldn't have sold that many tickets. So sending the whole crowd home unhappy and Sting not standing tall in his final match ever. Like he should have just, like his final moment should have been just winning the tag titles. Then like that should have been his last match.
But people are gonna tune in to see the Young Bucks get tuned in. You know.
Yeah.
They'll tune in for Revolution, but after
will have
Revolution,
the belts. You know.
Which the tag team division is, even the Young Bucks said today that the tag team division isn't as stacked as it once was. So if Sting and Darby win, they got to crown new champions. So then they're forced to elevate the tag team division again in a tournament or some type of
tournament. So perfect.
If the Young Bucks win, if the Young Bucks win, they're not forced to elevate the tag team division again. The Young Bucks will win. They'll just have matches. There's no guarantee that the tag team division will be any better.
Well, maybe Flair will turn on the Bucks.
It really depends on what's tonight. Well, you would assume that Ric Flair would be there tonight as well, because tonight's the go home. Tonight's the last Dynamite Revolution. So he was there last week, so he should be there tonight, you would think. So build on to this feud. I did independent pro wrestling in my early 20s, made some good friends in the business. I don't think it's Sting and Darby tonight, but I could be surprised. John
Simon, who are you rooting for?
24 to beat Randy and Brock's records. Yeah, that ain't happening.
No, I don't think Nick is that good.
He's not gonna beat Randy and Brock's records.
He might win the BTE championship. But
Trent holds that right now.
it might be setting something up for next week in North Carolina. Yeah, Sting and Darby's tonight's supposed to be Sting's final Dynamite. So I bet he closes the show tonight. Got some Twitch comments. It's darkness. Thanks for watching. We did break a record tonight. When we first started, we had 32 people in here watching. So,
awesome. Yeah.
Which Siren did when she first came on. She brought about the whole army with her. So
that's great. That is great. The more the merrier.
Exactly. And I figured we were already hanging out. So if they wanted to come hang out and talk wrestling with us, then they could totally join us.
Most definitely.
What's the main event tonight?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would be. So what
are they still doing like the Copeland Open or whatever it's called, the Open Challenge? Yeah.
We haven't been doing it.
Yeah, the last one was
normally he doesn't like
Daniel Garcia, I think.
Well, and the worst part about it is they stopped doing it as an opening match, and it was like the second or third match in, and you're like, okay, I get that Open can also be like a tournament, but like you opening the show with it and calling it the Cope Open was literally so bang on, and then why would you stop? Why would you stop?
Oh, I
normally they do on Collision, the Cope Open.
Yeah.
I think we have Sky Blue and Statlander tonight.
Yeah.
We already had the 6-man. We got Chris Jericho and Atlantis Jr. I don't think that would main event. It's probably gonna be like whatever Sting does. That's gonna be the main. That's gonna be the last act on the show.
Billy Starks just turned 19, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll have to agree with Johnny.
Real wrestler. Well, technically, Nicholas won his first championship at what age at WrestleMania? With Braun Strowman, that little kid. Nicholas.
Oh yeah, Nicholas. It was his birthday. I remember that.
Technically, he's the youngest champion of all time.
Yeah, he was the referee's son. I remember.
It was stupid. It was
very stupid.
Like normally for stuff like that, you would think that they're with the Make-A-Wish or they're Conor the Crusher, but this was just a normal thing. Like just the referee's kid put the damn title on him, and
we have a naked turnbuckle here.
Oh, that was good. That was a good suplex. Why would you come out in this match? Why do you want Nick Wayne to win?
That's what I'm thinking. Why would they want to sabotage it for him to lose the belt when they're supposed to go against him?
Good point. I didn't.
They want to
think that through.
Yeah,
they don't want Roderick Strong to win it. How dare you? You're not real friends.
Exactly. What kind of friends do that?
You're not. Orange Punch. Thanks for coming, Nick Wayne. That was a good match.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Was Bryce the referee there?
I believe. Yeah, Bryce. And Roderick Strong.
Shout out to Bryce.
Ooh. Ooh.
Roddy's one of my favorites.
Damn, Trent.
Oh,
I mean, who do you want to be with? Do you want to be with Orange Cassidy, Rocky Romero, or Chuck Taylor? I mean, you can't be with all these guys. I mean, but it's either one: best friends, Rocky Romero, or trio with Rocky Romero and Orange Cassidy. You can't be with all these people. Personally, you should be with Chuck Taylor and win those tag titles eventually.
there you go.
They've got to win those tag titles at some point because they've come so close so many times. Like that's one thing with the tag division. Like teams like Best Friends should be used regularly.
Aw, Fox, I'll talk to Connor and I'll get him to set up mods and shout outs and stuff. I'll set up the Twitch channel for us all.
Big news. At Kohl's, everyone will save up to 85% on clearance after an extra 15% off. Get cozy fleece. Have vacation.
At least Nick White didn't get the champion. That's good.
Thanks for the shout out or the attempted shout out. Super cute.
I just got promoted, so I'm looking for something more. Oh,
2 million cars for 2 million possibilities.
584 now.
that's smart. You can save up to
Be right back.
Thank you guys for the subscriptions. Feel free to like, share if you know anybody else out there who's a wrestling fan. Please share it up. Feel free. It'd be super awesome.
Indeed.
We're here like all the time. We,
I'd like to do a golden night. Like if we get 600, I'll make a guest announcement. But I don't know if I'm. Let me check my email. See if I can. I've been able to pull out the impossible. Like like one time we were supposed to have. Who was it? It was the Outrunners.
Yeah, the Outrunners. That's who it was.
It didn't cancel last minute. And then I was able to get Eric Rowan on
Yeah.
the last.
Shout out to Eric Rowan, by the way. Chill,
told us
dude. He is so cool.
Told us some wild stories.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller. You gotta dig somebody who can tell a good story.
Stories he told us. Stories you'd least expect to tell us.
True stories.
Life or death stories.
Yeah, like true stories. He's a good dude.
Oh boy.
beautiful. Let us do this.
Ain't touching that one.
I've already talked about that too much.
We've talked about that enough. I think it is what it is. So no ill will at all. By the way,
I like the gentlemen that we had yesterday. They were fun.
Yeah, Dusty's back on AZ Canada. He was the first ever host of AZ Canada. He's back as a guest now, but still back. It seems like he's possibly coming back every week, but we'll see. Taking it one show at a time, but I think he's going to try to come back regularly, or when he can. His schedule's kind of crazy, but
they did a killer job, man. That was a good episode.
all right. Where is this going? Like, where is this group going? This group has no. I mean, you're talking about a store that has no purpose. Like, where does this group go?
I think they're just doing it as they go along.
No one cares about you being together.
Aww.
I mean, because inevitably it's going to implode. The whole thing's going to implode on itself. You're just waiting on it.
I feel so bad for Austin. I can't wait until he snaps. It's gonna be great. Because yeah, he does not look happy. He keeps getting pooped on. Like Indeed.
God,
I missed my buddies. What were they saying?
It always
Yeah.
confused
wow.
me when she came out and did the sign language and stuff. I was like, is she deaf? And then I looked it up, and no, she's not. She got the inspiration from another wrestler, and I can't remember who it was.
Stokely is awesome.
I love Stokely. He's so
Yeah,
Yes.
he's great.
ridiculous.
You know what I think? I think he's a Clarence Mason lookalike from back in the '90s.
Yeah, Nation of Domination. Yeah, I remember that.
And Jim Cornette with Jim Cornette as well.
Yeah, good memory on you.
She got some tattoos, I see. Are those like new? I don't think she had those before.
I've never noticed them before. I never noticed that tattoo. That's pretty sweet, though. She has superstar written all over her, man. She
Oh,
has it.
yeah. She is my number 2. Tony Storm, number 1.
Ah, nice.
You mean timeless Tony Storm, that Australian
Yes.
Marilyn
She's
Monroe.
so good.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Marilyn Manson, but just want to make sure I don't get mixed up.
She's
Mhm.
bordering on that kind of crazy, though. She's getting
Yeah,
there. Like,
I love it.
love it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and the thing is, on paper, I mean, it sounds silly, but she is pulling it off like a pro. You know.
Who do you
An
guys got?
Australian
Her or
Marilyn
Deanna
Monroe.
Purrazzo? Who do you guys got for Revolution? Tony Storm or Deanna Purrazzo?
I got Tony. She's
mm,
just way too hot right now, and
Yeah.
it could lead to a lot of really cool story with Deanna. Plus, when Hater comes back, I mean,
yeah.
but
Tony has good momentum. I don't want that to stop. Not
me
now.
either. Too hot
Right.
right now.
At least we
I
know
want
who
to
might
see
be at Big Business in a couple of weeks. And as the words of Michael Cole, maybe
Maybe.
it's
Yeah.
boss time. Maybe.
Maybe, just maybe.
Impressive. But useless.
So is Sky Blue like part of the Family Black or whatever it's called?
The House
House
of
of
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
It's kinda hard-
necessarily say that she. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm like I can't figure it out. Or is she just like Julia Hart's friend?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that she's part of the House of Black. She's never really had much interaction with Brody King or Malachi. But
True.
I mean, if you're looking at like this Black Noah, I mean, he kind of gave Julia the power to miss people and turn people. And I think this is like her first actual turn.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Incoming! Oh!
Who are those? Are they just fans, or are they just?
I know, yeah.
I hope they are fans.
Oh, they're. I think they're plants. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're big dudes. They look like wrestlers.
Yeah, they're. Yeah.
They're like wrestlers. They're like ROH wrestlers, I think.
Yeah.
Probably jobbers.
Yeah, that or local talent. You know.
Yep.
Well, local talent jobbers, or what else they call it.
Right.
Well, at least we know what tomorrow is. A leap year.
Yep.
First time in 4 years,
Hmm.
which happens every 4 years.
That is true.
You guys heard about Virgil passed away?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
It's
Michael
all
did say
Twitter.
something about it earlier on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just can't remember very much.
And yes, I called it Twitter. I'm not calling it X at all.
Any of you
I'm
guys
never
ever
gonna call it
meet
X.
him?
That sounds silly.
Yeah,
Have
I
any
still
of you guys ever met Virgil?
I've never had the
Yeah.
pleasure. I've heard stories.
Yeah, I got
Right.
one at this local flea market in Youngstown. It's called the Four Seasons Flea Market. It's pretty big,
Hmm.
and I'm walking around and I see he's just sitting at a table with $1 million belt all by himself. And I looked and he goes, "I'm Mike Jones, you know Virgil." And this was in 2012. And I was like, "Oh my God, Virgil." And he goes, "Come on, we'll take a picture with the belt." Well, he said, "Just come on, we'll take a picture with the belt.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I get, I'm so happy. He's like, "Here, give me your phone." And then he just hands it to like some random hillbilly at the flea market. He goes, "Here, take our
Yeah.
picture with his phone. Take our
Yeah, I
picture."
know what's going to happen.
And then he
I
did.
know where this is going.
And then I'm like, "Thanks, man. It was so nice meeting you." He goes, "Yeah, all right, that's $20. You owe me
Yeah,
$20."
I've
And
heard
I
the
was
same
like,
exact story, dude.
"I ain't got it. I got 10." And he goes, "Well, give me $10." And I gave him $10. I got the
Oh
picture and
man,
everything. It's on my Facebook, but yeah.
he
That's
was one in a
funny.
million, man. He was something else.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yep. He
I
never
agree. It looked
asked
like he
me
was
in
gonna
the
get
first place.
tossed.
Yep. Real cool. And he's been at like, because I got a lot of local card shops and toy shops where I live. And I mean, like my area is just swamped with them. I probably got 6 of them. And he's been to like, he comes to all of them like every year. And he must live
Yeah.
around here. I don't know, because he goes to like, he's at the flea markets. He was at, all the time. You could run into him. So, I mean, I've seen him like a lot. I've seen him so many times I can't even count.
Yeah, he was
That's
on it. He
why I'm
was always
like,
on the hustle.
yeah, he was.
Can't knock it though.
I don't know what they should do with the AEW Trios Championships, Davis, but something, and not what they're currently doing.
What?
They might as well
I
just,
don't, where are they going with it? I
they
don't
might as well
know.
just retire those belts. Like, they're not doing it. Like, the Claim and Billy Gunn has had the worst run. Like, House of Black never should have lost them. Like, they should never. Like, it was just for them to
Nope.
make a little money. Like, no one bought their expensive replica belts. No one bought those. I mean, who's gonna pay $5,000 for? Like, I mean, like,
5,000.
they're still
If
on
I had
sale.
the money, I would have.
I
Like,
mean, like, they're still on sale. No one cares to buy those
I
The
love
average person, you know.
raggedy
I mean,
things.
like,
Like, the House of Black still being Trios champions. I mean, perfect, because at least they defended them and actually had stories with them.
Yeah, they
yeah.
don't really do much with them at this point, and I don't know if it's because they had anything planned that perhaps injuries have affected, but they really haven't been doing anything with it, and I'm not
Yeah.
okay.
It's just
I was
sad how it
worried
kind of how
where
it
they were
just
going to
fizzled
do it.
out. The whole excitement about the trios titles and it's kind of fizzled out.
It's
I don't
just
know.
the
It's just sad.
booking. Like, they don't like, they have stories and then they just go nowhere. Like, they'll
Yeah.
start something and then it'll go nowhere. Like this, this should have been a match for Revolution. Like, the Bullet Club Gold and Acclaim versus uh, Billy Gunn should have been a match from the pay per view, and Bullet Club Gold never should have won the Ring of Honor trios belts because they're like, are they even on Ring of Honor? Like, Bullet Club Gold?
No.
Well, not really.
I doubt
No,
it.
no.
Like, they never should have won those. Like, they should have just been building towards that match, Revolution. Didn't have Bullet Club Gold beat the Acclaimed.
Yeah, I wonder if, maybe they let them win it to get star power into Ring of Honor. Because if you
I don't.
watch it,
See, yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of like they don't have anybody to there's no big drawing names or anything, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With their
Mm-hmm.
wrestling and their stories draw, in my opinion, people just gave it a chance.
Yeah.
But like when the Mogul Embassy had the trios champions in whatchamacallit, in ROH, there was lots of great stories with them. It was awesome, and they were
That is
wrestling
true.
and defending them actively on ROH.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very
I remember
true.
going
You don't see
to
the Mogul Embassy at all now, really.
No, you don't. Not as a trio anyway. You just see them as muscle, or well, now you're seeing Toa Leona separately, which is really cool. I mean, once,
Mhm.
but let's see it again.
Right.
I believe that
Oh,
Tony
yeah,
I can help her writing.
I feel like they're trying to put like these titles on AEW people to get people to want to watch ROH, but if those people aren't even on ROH, they're just putting titles on them. It's like you want people to watch it, so you crown them as a tag champions, and someone's like, "Oh, is Bullet Club Gold going to be on ROH? I'm going to subscribe to Honor Club." 2 weeks later, they're not even on ROH. Why did I even subscribe to Honor Club? I'm going to unsubscribe. You're not gaining fans.
Right.
I mean, you might be gaining fans for a month, but I mean, I trios matches in AEW, like AEW used to have a lot of trios matches, but just no trios belts, and they really needed them. But now that they have them, they don't do anything with them. Which they got teams. They have, well, currently right now the only hottest team to beat the Acclaimed Billy Gunn would be Bullet Club Gold. Hopefully, at Evolution they do something with those belts. Because I feel like Jay White's just being wasted.
Stokely is so funny. Oh my god!
Look at that! He is so animated right now. I love it.
I think Sky Blue's got this one. 1, 2.
No.
Sky Blue. That's a big win for Sky Blue.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
She's on a winning streak here lately. She's been winning a lot of matches.
Oh yeah.
Final Fantasy Remake is coming up tonight.
She still has more losses than wins, but she's definitely racking up a lot of wins here lately. I know she won on Collision here recently in a big match.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we're going to get at least one more women's match for Revolution, or if they're just going to stick with just one.
That was a solid ending.
Is Julia Hart fighting?
As of right now, no. At the pay-per-view.
Right. She doesn't have a feud going or nothing, I don't think.
She said that
I
she was
don't
injured.
believe so.
She had gotten injured.
Well, what's up with Abaddon?
Good question.
Abaddon's on our way.
Yeah.
She'll be back. She'll be back around October, I guess. Probably.
I love her. She's awesome.
I love
Abaddon?
it.
Yeah, she's really good. She's really good.
Did you guys see her on RJ's show?
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
It was. It was
AEW.
good. Yeah. That was a cool interview, man. It really was.
RJ does a good job interviewing. I enjoy his interviews.
He's hilarious. He's great.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Beautiful.
Douchebags.
Yeah, right.
They're the perfect douchebags, man. I can't help but just find it hilarious.
They are, man.
Jesus. That room setup was amazing. Jennifer Pepperman, a former WWE writer, 3-time Emmy Award winner, as the president of content development. Okay, so yeah, AEW has hired a new writer. Awesome, dope.
Yeah. I feel like Sting has done that before. Didn't he do that in TNA? Like
Hang
having
the
the bats
bats?
hanging? Yeah.
Can't remember.
The shot with the mirror was so awesome.
Yeah.
Well done.
Surprise, surprise!
I feel like AEW has enough belts, like just AEW branded belts. Like they have, the World, TNT, International, Continental, 2 women's titles, tag and trios, 8 belts. I think
I
that's
don't think you
enough.
have 20
But,
belts.
like they have plenty. I think they have a decent amount because they have
They have
5
a
hours of
massive
TV. Like they have 5 hours of TV, so that 8 titles is enough. But when they add all these ROH and CMLL and all these belts all over the world, it becomes a cluster thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which ROH has a show for a reason. Like it's for ROH, so but AEW has a decent amount. Like the only title that I would add down the road is women's tag titles, and that's
Definitely.
Yeah.
really it.
I agree.
That's the only titles that need to be added. I know some people are saying women's trios, but if they can't even get the men's trios division on the wraps, how the hell are they going to do a women's trios division?
Right? Well, not only that, but the ladies division is just starting to develop their stories properly and get everything functioning again. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we don't need trios belts in there just yet, guys. Like, come on now. I don't think it's
I
like,
feel like women's tag titles is good enough.
I agree
think so.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And I feel like crowning them at All In Wembley, like do a big tournament and then the finals being at Wembley would be really, really good. Well, sounds real. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Final Fantasy VII Remake game is coming out tomorrow night.
It's actually not coming up tomorrow night. It's out in like a couple of hours, if not already. And I'm totally going to be playing it right after this. So check me out on Twitch. What's up? Shameless plug.
Wow,
Nice.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. You got to be kidding me.
No, it's
Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous.
What platform you playing it on?
I'm playing, well, it's on PlayStation. It's only on PlayStation currently.
Oh, PS5 exclusive, huh?
Currently, it is a timed exclusive. It will come out on, they're doing the Lionheart Jericho. But yeah, it will come out on everything else. It's just a timed exclusive. They have a really good relationship with Square Enix.
Okay.
But I'm super stoked.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic game.
Yeah, and I'm a really big Final Fantasy VII purist, but they changed it, and I'm actually not minding the changes, which is shocking to me. But like when I say purist, I mean like massive purist. Like I had problems with the Final Fantasy VII movie, but they're fixing it.
Lionheart, he's going old school.
It looks good
Yeah.
too. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but like when Jericho shaves, he literally loses 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems that way.
It does.
I
It's
mean,
like, wow, you
yeah.
are young again. What happened?
We'll be in Jericho.
Lionheart's what I grew up on.
They'll be in Jericho and King Omega's hometown May 1st. They postponed it. It was supposed to be April, but moved to May for whatever reason.
This is crazy. What an interesting match. Like that is so nifty.
I don't know.
Fusion. Hi, Fusion.
What is everyone watching AEW on tonight? I know I'm watching on YouTube TV. Chris is watching on. What are you watching on, Chris?
Huh?
What are you watching AEW on?
Hulu Live TV.
I know Siren's watching on TSN. What are you watching tonight?
Spectrum.
Hulu Live TV.
Okay.
Spectrum, my cable provider. Yep.
Infinity.
Is Spectrum basically cable or?
Yeah.
How much is Spectrum a month?
$70.
Mm.
Then I add on like 10 more bucks, so I get a bunch more channels, so I could watch TNA and,
No sports package included.
No.
I wish there was a streaming service where I could watch all wrestling. I would pay for that. Like I pay $28 a month right now to watch AEW.
I wish
Wow.
I wish you would just pick out the channels you want, and then that's how much they charge you.
Yeah.
Well, don't they
That'd be a
have
lot
that
easier.
thing? Is that still around? Was it Sling TV? You could do that?
Yeah, Sling's still around.
But I don't know. I don't know if they changed it. I think you used to be able to like pick what channels you want and
Maybe
pay
I'll check
for.
that out. Is that available in Canada though?
I don't know. Check it out. Sling TV.
Canada hates television.
I would think Sling would be in Canada. I don't know.
I know when Siren first joined, we were trying to figure out how we do that because I was going to give her my YouTube TV. They don't have YouTube TV in Canada.
Nope.
So I was going to do the TNT, put the TBS side. Can't do that.
Nope. None of that. Or we don't have Hulu. We don't have Peacock. Our Netflix lineup is completely different.
What?
Wow.
You don't have.
What do they have against streaming? What do they have against streaming? I don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
No Peacock either.
No Peacock.
That is crazy.
Right? And I'm like, we share one of the largest land borders. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought if something's on the internet, like anybody could get it anywhere.
No,
I guess
region
You would think.
clueless. I'm clueless.
Yeah, Atlantis.
Regional restrictions, I guess, you know.
I'm sorry, I'm spoiled here.
Hey, whoa, Jericho, whoa, not cool.
I don't think Chris Jericho ain't gonna land on his feet. That didn't work.
I never realized how much I spend a month on wrestling. I got Spectrum, Ring of Honor, New Japan, Peacock. I do that just for wrestling, you know.
How much is that New Japan?
New Japan,
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
how much is that?
$9.99, $9.95 a month.
Okay, not bad.
No, and they run almost every night.
Hmm.
And their events are long. Each event is like 3-4 hours long minimum.
Yeah,
They're
I
super.
know about that.
I mean, like, I don't have a life, but that's a lot. Like,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's so hard. You can't keep up with it. You know, you got to kind of pick what you like because they have like 5 different divisions. You know, they start from like the young lions all the way up to the heavyweights or whatever you want to call it.
see, that's kind of cool though, because then yeah, you can kind of pick like, okay, I like these guys, and you can go with them if you like them.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yeah.
kind of nifty.
And the old app used to have it to where it was all in Japan, but now with the new year they started it, and they have like English too, with English
Oh, great.
commentary. So you can actually follow it.
Oh,
That's
boy.
actually one of the things that stopped me from getting it because when it was all in Japanese,
Oh,
I was like, I
right.
can't do this.
No, it gets hard to follow.
You get him up without your dad's help? Oh my God, no. Okay.
Sting's final appearance of Dynamite still to come tonight, fans. Matthew Nicholas Jackson, they've been on the hunt for Sting.
I almost had a heart attack. I'm good. We're good. It's okay.
Don't break his neck, dude.
Oh man,
Oh my God.
please don't
Oh,
kill him.
damn.
Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I was, thank God they reversed that.
That was so scary.
that was scary.
Atlantis Jr., you
Man,
need
hands
to
off.
get with the program.
Atlantis
Oh,
Jr.
snap.
needed help from Atlantis Senior, and I was afraid that they were both going to just drop him on his neck. And I was
I don't
just like,
That's scary.
I don't think they're from Atlanta. People from Atlanta are stronger than that.
they're supposed to be strong. I don't think those guys. Well, it's because you're underwater, it's easier to lift you. That makes sense.
Right.
There you go.
They're actually supremely weak. They just look strong underwater.
Yes, their muscles have atrophied from not
Exactly.
being.
Also, Jason Momoa, he looked pretty strong.
Jason Momoa is the only reason that I watch certain television shows, but not Aquaman. Aquaman was actually one of my favorite superheroes growing up.
Did you see the new one?
Yes, I did.
I prefer.
And my buddy just said it's awesome. It's on Max, I guess. It just came out.
Absolutely awesome. It was really fun to watch them CG Amber Heard into spots where they could have clearly just used her, but they didn't.
I prefer what's his name? Alan Richardson as Aquaman. He was the first actor to play Aquaman character.
The all-time best Jason Momoa product ever is a show called C, and it's on Apple Television. And if you haven't seen it yet, watch it. And if you know anybody who's visually impaired, get them to like listen to it. It's a freaking solid show.
What's it called?
C.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like SEE. Freaking amazing. Best Jason Momoa performance I've ever seen. It's a series. Awesome. Ooh, solid job.
Ooh.
I was watching a series where he was like a fur trader or something.
I've seen that too. I wasn't a fan.
No, I kind of gave up on it.
Me too. I
Are you
feel
guys
like
Walking Dead
Atlantis
fans?
Junior's chops are kind of wussy chops. They go down, but they don't look like they. It's like
Yeah.
He's swatting a fly.
yeah, like it looks like just maybe the tips of his fingers would, and like yeah, that would hurt, but it doesn't look like he's doing the through and through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not slapping through him.
You must have watched. You must have watched our Raw reaction on Monday because I was talking about that. Yeah, after Revolution, I want to see where my money is, but I plan on it. I plan on going for. I'm on a one night WrestleMania. I had to choose. I'm going to Cody and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's going to be night 2. That's the night I'm going to go to. But I'm really going just to meet CM Punk, to be honest. That's the only reason
Yeah.
I'm going. Because they're going to have the WWE World. They basically rebranded WrestleMania Access to WWE World. They have meet greets and stuff. And CM Punk's probably going to be there. So I'm really I'm not just going for him because I've always wanted to attend WrestleMania. Like that's an event as a wrestling fan that just to say that you've been is something.
Well, yeah, it's a bucket list item. Even I want to go to WrestleMania, and I'm only just recently getting back into WWE. Thank you, Cody, Jade.
It's amazing.
I also plan on going to the Hall of Fame and SmackDown that Friday because they haven't been both the same night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if you ever get a chance to go, man, go have a blast.
I'm
It's the
definitely going
best.
to go, but I'm possibly going to go. But I am definitely going to Revolution this weekend.
I just found out that I have to watch NXT now.
What the hell are you doing, dude?
Oh yeah, Sean Spears did come back to NXT.
Dude, this guy's gonna kill Jericho. Oh, that probably hurt Jericho right there. He's grabbing his head. This dude should not be in the ring with Jericho.
Yeah.
No.
He's gonna seriously hurt somebody with that.
Oh snap!
Dude, you're supposed to be from Atlanta. You're making an entire civilization.
Yes, you're making a mockery out of the Forbidden City.
How's your face?
An entire civilization.
Yes.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Like he hit his face.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, damn.
Going up top again.
Atlantis Jr. is a complete mess.
I think Jericho just gave him his receipt.
He did. I'm behind you guys. Oh, I just saw it. I'm totally behind you guys.
Because he did that suplex on Jericho and dropped Jericho on his head. And then he just did that move and slammed him on his head.
How did that not wipe him out?
He just gave him his receipt.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that, it was definitely a face to the mat. Very hurty alley.
Jericho's the type of person that if you cross him, like there's some wrestlers that they'll give you your receipt. That's what Brock Lesnar did to Braun Strowman. He punched him in the face at one time.
I believe it's a lesson learned, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes accidents happen.
Well, yeah, 100%.
But he looks like a kid.
How do you make that accident happen less?
But he's been done this a few times in this match now. But but Jericho's ooh. All right, what the hell are you doing? Don't do it. All right, that was good. That was good.
Oh.
Wow.
It was actually a really good match. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Jericho's giving a few receipts tonight.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna do a damn thing.
I saw that Tony Storm is going to be like an MC or something on that cruise next time.
What?
Oh, that'll be cool.
Now I gotta save up.
We're really thinking of going. I mean,
I've always wanted to go on the cruise.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
doing
doing
we're talking
something
about it. I would love to save up. Just have all three of us go on a cruise. You, me, Bob.
Mm-hmm. Could be a blast. I know some people that went at this toy show I was at. I was talking to them. They were vendors at this last one when I met Danhausen and Moose. And they were telling me that Jericho cruise was a blast, and they're going next time. They said it was worth every penny. They hung out with all the wrestlers, drank with them, partied with them. They said it was a
That's
blast.
awesome. That is so cool.
They said
Connor,
they
did you
partied
say
with
there's a
everybody.
pay-per-view in April?
After
not-
Revolution,
I don't
I'm
know.
trying to think. What's after?
He was talking about Connor was talking about Dynasty.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, Big Business isn't a pay-per-view though. That's just hopefully there's one more women's match. I hope so for Revolution. I'm gonna check in on this Dynasty thing that Connor was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
That was
look
cool.
into that.
He got out of the airplane spin. That was sweet.
Oh, the walls.
Come on, Chris.
Surprised
Don't
he's
let
not
him
doing.
get
Surprised he's not doing the Lion Tamer.
right. Oh, look at that. He had to throw that in.
There it is. There it is.
That
There's
dude's
a
back
Lion
was
Tamer.
bent all the way.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know the difference between the walls and the Lion Tamer. The Lion Tamer, you put that knee down.
Potentially in April, they trademarked there's like a show gap in April, and they just trademarked a AEW Dynasty. So that's what it was. That there may be an announcement for a April pay-per-view called AEW Dynasty.
Oh wow.
Interesting.
But I don't know after Revolution.
There's some sportsmanship. Always good to see some good sportsmanship.
Right? Much agreed.
I thought they were about to get into it.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
I thought for a second too. I was like, they could have hit each other. I like that tension. That was pretty cool. Like, what are they gonna do? Jericho, he started off in Mexico, I believe. That's where he started.
8-man scramble.
I think that's where he got the whole Lionheart name, was in Mexico.
Yeah.
It's a funny story behind that too. I forget. I think it was like a contest of like picking out a name or something like that, and that was the name Lionheart.
You know, it was big back then too, because that was like in the late '80s, right? When they called him that, early '90s.
Yeah,
That movie Lionheart with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that at all.
Yeah, because Van Damme was hot. I mean, Rob Van Dam was coming out, and
Yeah, at that time
Lionheart.
he was super hot. He was everywhere at that time.
He was the
Jean
man.
Claude. Yeah.
I love when you can look back and see like pop culture references in wrestling because there's a
Oh, yeah.
whole heckin' ton. Like,
Oh, Jericho did a ton of them. You know, he always capitalized on whatever pop culture stuff, like Y2J with the Y2K thing. He did the countdown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in an 8-man scramble match, Johnny. What if it's all big meat men? But I don't think it will be.
Right.
I mean, done the right way, it could be pretty cool, but I mean, a lot of the time they get really confusing.
What is a scramble? Is it like a tornado where everybody's
That's
in at the same
beautiful.
time?
Hold up, guys. I gotta listen.
I think so.
Was it? Oh, I didn't even notice. I was talking with everybody during it. That's why. I love the music change. Why did I not notice this last time? I'm such a horrible wrestling fan.
Oh
Yeah, you're
boy.
picking up things. You'll pick up stuff as you go along. That's how
Well-
That's how it goes.
I talk a lot. Especially during entrances. Like they're just walking, you know.
Yeah.
I love all the Sting masks in that front corner there.
What if Sting comes down from the rafters?
I hope that they don't ever do anything like that again. It spooks the crap out of me.
Yeah, I don't know, after Owen Hart, man, I'm like, I don't know
Right?
about any of that.
Right.
I would just have like a mini heart attack. It would not be good. I'm not a fan.
That's awesome.
Now we know I always do.
Oh, yes.
Can you imagine being be there and be part of that? Then you get a dope Sting mask.
Expected that. We didn't expect that.
That was great.
Tag team wrestlers, they can do it.
That was great.
See Darby now
Sorry
fighting a
about that. Some technical difficulties. I'm back for
Oh,
the-
ouch. It's all good. It happens. It happens.
So there's Sting feeling all this. Yeah.
with a midsection doubles over Darby Allin. And now look at Matthew.
I don't like the vest without the shirt underneath. You look like a bouncer at Chippendales.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. Your calves aren't nice enough to not wear pants, so you can work the door.
They're gonna do some. Maybe some of Sting wasn't even there tonight, or they just did some type of video, like a pre-recorded thing.
The books look like they just auditioned for a boy band. That's hilarious.
Don't you do what I.
Oh no. Oh.
Ric Flair.
He said that. No, he mentioned like recently. Ric Flair had mentioned on the show that he felt like he hasn't been involved enough before he went in there, and I'm just worried that. Well, I'm just worried. I don't ever want to see him like in a ring doing anything ever again. Really.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I agree with you. I don't want him to die in the ring.
No, I mean we all know that that's what he wants, but nobody wants to own the promotion that killed Ric Flair.
Right.
Like, nobody wants to go to the show where Ric Flair dies either.
Just a bad look. Bad look.
AEW has the best safety policy. We have the best. It's all concept. Where does he go? Come on.
Flair's gonna go heel.
He's gonna heal. Yep, I feel it. It's inevitable.
Oh no!
What the?
He's so
This is why you stay.
for him.
This is why you stay retired, dude.
I
I don't believe this for a sec. I don't believe this. I think they're all
Oh my gosh, I'm so
That's how it
hurt.
comes.
95-year-old man.
they're all they're setting up Sting.
Oh.
Flair was giving him the old rope-a-dope for a little bit.
I love that. Look, he'll actually finally be able to remember his last match in a ring.
Ric Flair, you wanted to get active. Well, here you go.
Yeah, he's 70-something years old. I remember Jeff Jarrett said that
Come on,
whenever
where's
Jay
Jay?
Lethal was
Where
beating
is
the
he?
crap out of him outside.
Where are you running to, boys? Where are you
I wish
going?
they were doing something more.
Sting and Darby, I predict, are gonna win Revolution after this.
Oh my God, no way.
Where is Sting?
Is he here?
Yep.
Can't just come from the entrance.
No way. Well, I'm gonna eat my words now.
Yo, let's go. This is what I was talking about earlier.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm glad it wasn't like swinging in or anything. It was just a
Holy
nice
crap, he's coming from the rafters!
Yep.
All right. Old
ball,
school. Okay.
and it was
I'm
super
digging that.
safe. The
Oh, I
straight
hope
down.
it was
It was
safe.
very safe. Yeah, it was very safe.
That's what I was saying. This is what needed. It couldn't just be a normal entrance.
I know. That's good though.
This is like 99 Sting, 1999 vintage Sting.
I said at the beginning, the entrance couldn't be a normal entrance. Last time it had to be something special.
Oh!
Like 98, 99 Sting.
It had to be something memorable. And
This is
Oh
awesome.
my gosh.
Send the California crew back home.
Darby
Let's
from the
go.
heavens. All right, I'm hyped. Wow, I'm hyped for this. This is gonna be awesome.
You got the hair
Here it
jet
comes.
black.
Will it happen? Can it happen?
Dude, it's like out of a time machine, man. That's crazy.
Can it happen? Scorpion no drop.
I still don't trust Ric Flair.
Yes.
I loved his old man punches. It was amazing. And Buddy sold so solid. It was great. Those boys can sell. I don't care what anybody else says.
It's a tornado tag team match. And if this is the main event of Revolution, this will be the first time ever that the AEW World Tag Team Championships will have main evented an AEW pay-per-view.
I never thought about that.
That was great.
Tag team titles has never main evented a pay-per-view. Could be the first time. It would definitely be
That could be
special
very
if it was. Sting.
So cool.
Great ending.
I like
That
the
was a
lights.
great finish.
I like the lights they got going right now.
That is killer.
Very solid.
That's how you do a go home.
That was awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was the end of AEW Dynamite. Very historic, or for me, I wouldn't even use historic. I would use a legendary last entrance to Sting in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great.
I agree. Everybody's ratings?
Oh yeah.
I'd give it an 8 or 9, maybe.
That's
We'll go in
fair.
the middle, 8.5.
Okay.
I'd say 8.5 because Sting's entrance coming from the Raptors, probably for the first time since whenever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like flashbacks again.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm giving it a solid. I give 8.5. That Sting coming down from the Raptors put it, kind of over the top. I was gonna say solid 8, but him coming down off the Raptors, that I'm gonna move it to a 8.5. That was it's pretty sweet.
And this,
I think it's unanimous for me too. 8.5. Because that's exactly why Sting came down. I was hoping. I'm like, Sting's coming down. And he did. Pretty pumped.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because the only reason it's an 8 for me is because Danielson beat Kingston, but that's that. That's a whole personal thing for me.
I forgot. That should make it a 9 for me.
Oh, see,
Yes.
there you go. Yeah, that made it an 8 instead of an 8.5.
That's fair. What you got, Connor?
So I would go a 9, but the trio stuff is just hot garbage. So I'm gonna give it an 8.8. You know what? I will give it a 9 because it Sting's last Dynamite and and his that entrance, like that him coming down, that's pretty legendary. Not many people do that nowadays.
Classic.
That was super
Yeah.
big.
That's the stuff that made Sting unique in WCW. He would do stuff like that.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give it a 9. But I would give it a 9.1. But Tony, that trio stuff was hot ass garbage.
I agree. I agree 100%.
And I don't even blame the wrestlers because I really like the Acclaimed. I like Billy Gunn. I like Bullet Club Gold. I like the Guns. I like everyone involved. It's just
Not all together.
I mean, it's not like I'm Rennie Shavir because I can't stand that one. Will the NWA
and again?
It'll probably be the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
8.7, 8.3. I thought it was a really good show. I like how they started off the show with the world title story. They came out with Hangman and Swerve and Joe, and they built on that. And then we didn't see Tony and Diana, but they're going to be on Collision Saturday, what they announced.
Yeah.
They did cancel the Meat Madness match. They could have still had the match because only Wardlow was out. But they replaced it with a scramble match, which has Jericho. Unfortunately, made his way onto the card. But we got Jericho, Hobbs, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Hook. And there's 2 qualifying matches on Rampage. It will be Matt Sydal against the CMLL record. And then on Collision, Brian Keith, Dante Martin, and someone else. I can't remember who it was, but whoever wins those 2 matches, there'll be 2 more entrants into that match. And I believe I heard Excalibur say whoever wins that match gets an AEW World Title shot.
Wow.
So it's going to be
interesting.
What is an 8-man scramble? Just curious. What is that?
No idea.
It's like a battle royal or something, but with pinfall
Like
in there.
Would that be elimination or first guy to get pinned? Like the guy who makes the first pin or sub wins? Or would that be last man standing?
First pin would be
Wait, hold on a minute.
If I would say like if it's a scramble, I don't know.
I'm
it would make
looking
more
back
sense
at
if it was
this.
elimination.
This doesn't make sense. Why the hell was the match canceled? Because Hobbs, Archer, and Wardlow was going to be in this match. So who was injured?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't Kill Switch because Kill Switch is 100%.
He wasn't even supposed, but the people who were supposed to be in, unless they planned it on adding more people to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed
Maybe
to be a
just to
three-way.
get more people in it.
Maybe because it's called Meat Madness. There's only 3 people, so you expect more than 3 people. But
yeah, it's not very
Yeah.
bad.
But there wasn't really any injuries.
Wait, wasn't Lance Archer in Meat Madness?
Yeah,
Lance
and he's
Archer
still
did
gonna.
the scramble.
He's still in the scramble?
Yeah, I think so.
The match was supposed to be Hobbs, Archer, and Wardlow, and they're all still in it. So I guess I'm guessing they were supposed to have other people, more than 3 people, and the people that they were going to have added to the match weren't able to be added. So they just made it a scramble.
Let's see.
I would have been perfectly fine with Wardlow, Archer, and Hobbs, but I guess they wanted to get Jericho on the card. But this also gives an opportunity to Brian Cage and Hook, because they probably wouldn't have been on the card if.
True.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
And Hook is definitely not man-meat madness kind of material.
Well, there's only 4 now. I got Brian Cage.
He's like a Slim Jim.
Let's not forget Kill Switch. He's a big guy, big dude.
Yeah, they could have still had Meat Madness. They just, I don't know. But whoever wins gets an AEW World Title shot. I think Wardlow's winning this. He's still winning it.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Oh boy, don't remind me. But it's probably going to happen, though. I'll give you all that.
But after Revolution, Adam Cole will be cleared. But if Wardlow does win, and he does win the world title, I hope he doesn't just give it to Adam Cole.
I don't think he will. I don't think he'll do that to himself again. I do not. And if he does, somebody slap him. He doesn't deserve to be in the league anyway. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't know what you're doing.
I don't feel like Tony Khan would do that because WWE did that. And that's one of the things that turned me. When Becky Lynch won it, and then she just gave it to Asuka. While she was pregnant, and she just, here, you can have it. Like you guys remember that? Like, I don't think Tony would do that. I think if Adam Cole's still injured, have Wardlow be the AEW World Champion. But that match looks pretty good though. I mean, more people. But I'm assuming a scramble match would be like, I don't know if it would be gauntlet style, like people start, and if one person, like Wardlow Jericho starts, Wardlow wins, then Hook comes out, or if it's just all the people in the ring and it's an elimination style match. That's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really good Dynamite. We will be back for Talking Elite tomorrow. I will not be on. I've got to get packing for my trip this weekend. I won't be on Rampage either because I'll be up in the air while Rampage is going on. But I will be on for Collision. Collision's going to be pre-taped, so I'll be on for that. But we possibly might be doing an AEW Revolution live reaction. We'll post more details on that. And we also have another interview coming up March 13th, the day of AEW Big Business. We will have former WWE star, WCW, ECW, and this person's appeared on AEW. Juventud Guerrero will be on this podcast an hour before Dynamite, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you guys want to hear our interview with Juventud Guerrero, or if you have questions yourself, the audience, you guys can leave comments, and we will pop some of the comments up on the screen, and he'll answer some of them. Juventud Guerrero has been very nice so far from when I've talked to him. He's very really got to stay quick. But there's also a lot of other interviews coming up. We've been talking about it in our group chat with some people. All the links in the description below: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify, and TikTok. A lot of stuff has been dropped on Spotify. The Pope interview is up, and I've just uploaded like maybe 10 new Talking Elites. We're almost caught up. All Talking Elites, AZ Canada will be on there as well. Definitely go check out our Spotify account. TikTok, we've gotten a lot more traction from there thanks to Siren. Thank you to Siren for that. Which normally used to be a dead service for us. But definitely check out our TikTok. We post AZ Daily on YouTube. Chris just did one I thought was really funny. So definitely go check that out. And all those videos are on TikTok as well. Sometimes there's more extended versions on TikTok. So some videos might be shorter on YouTube, but if you want to see the full extended versions, they will be on TikTok. We will see you guys tomorrow for our Talking Elite.
Peace.
Have a good day.